Right, Chelsea face Leicester, knowing a draw would take them back into the top four at Stamford Bridge. Mark Scott.
Great win, especially because, when you prepare a game against a team that they always play in one way, so you try to give the players the tools to win the game.
And then suddenly they arrive here and they change completely the plan. I think Leicester,
today they were line of 5. We analyzed them with a line of 4 almost all season. So for the players it's not easy. We need to change the plan before the warm-up. And this is the reason why I was so happy, because the players, they have been unbelievable, they have been top.
A new shape, we looked solid, we looked well, we controlled it. Of course, the different movements of Chelsea, we anticipated really well, great teamwork there and energy. Yeah, then I can't praise the players enough for this performance, and they really deserve points.
It wasn't a bad penalty from Cole, it was a very good save, wasn't it, from the Leicester keeper? But do you think he was affected by the penalty being saved at all in the rest of the game?
No, yesterday Cole, he didn't feel well, he was with the fever. He asked that he wants to play to help the team and to be there. And this is something that people, they didn't know, but they have to realize that this player, they are giving everything to help this club to come back where this club belongs to.
Give the keeper credit for the penalty save then, Shay?
Yeah. Be nice to give a keeper credit on this show, Mark, wouldn't it? No, it's a brilliant save, it really is. I mean, Cole Palmer will feel hard done, but he felt unwell yesterday, and he'll probably feel unwell tonight as well after watching this back. But it's a brilliant save for Hermansen, it definitely is. It's mad because it's his 13th penalty in the Premier League. 13, unlucky for some, and it's unlucky for Cole
First
tonight.
one he's missed.
It's the first one he's missed, and I suppose maybe it's a pressure thing. I think when he's confident, he's not scored, I think, in 8 games as well. Do you think it's maybe mind games, Wayne, or do you think it's a confidence thing that he's sort of went for power there?
Yeah, no, I think obviously taking the pressure is a big moment, and it is a penalty, sorry. It's a pressure moment, and I think just before that, you could see he looked a few times at the side he was going. I think you see here, he looked to his right a few times. Here, and then for goalkeepers, yeah, you're trying to find something to get a clue to which way the forward's going, take the penalty. And it's a great penalty, he strikes it really well, but you have to give credit to the goalkeeper.
Did you ever look where you were gonna hit it?
I don't know. I just looked at the goal, but no, I think penalties they're tough, and I've missed a few penalties as well in my career. And I used to practice penalties the day before. I used to take 5 penalties and go the way I knew I was going, and practice 5 penalties, and I wouldn't change my mind. So I never focused on the goalkeeper at all, really. I just had the confidence in myself that this is the way I'm going. And if I strike it well enough,
do you change your mind, as in, like, you've took previous couple one side, you think the keeper might know that now, and did he change, or?
Yeah, I just felt, for certain games, I felt, like going left or right. I missed a couple to the keeper's left. I missed against Liverpool, against Man City, against West Ham, going to the keeper's left. And then after that, I thought, you know what? The majority of my penalties then, I was going to the keeper's right and smashing it and going as hard as I can and trying to get some height on it as well.
They made it hard, didn't they, Leicester, for Chelsea? And Chelsea struggled to break them down.
They did, yeah. I mean, it's a front 4, isn't it? You see the front 3, and then Palmer playing as a 10 in behind that. And I think Maresca's just sort of searching for that sort of formula up front. There's different players playing in different positions. And I think it was lacking today, Mark, to be honest. Again, give Leicester credit, forcing them back, not giving them the openness to play in forward areas. And again, you see the ball comes to Colwell, I think, and Cuckoo spins in behind here, but I don't think it's a great ball. You should probably play that down more the side. He's fighting up against fast. He's got no chance to get control of that. Again, it's a forced ball down the wing. And again, you look here, earlier this season they were playing really good stuff, in the pockets, popping the ball left, right and centre, playing with ease. But again, the back 5 of Leicester here, you see, there's no real width. When you were talking about the width down the side, they were very, very narrow, weren't they? Yeah,
I think you look how narrow Chelsea are here, and it allows the Leicester back 5, which they were today, to stay compact. And the gaps in between each defender, you can see there. There's no space. There's no room for the Chelsea forwards to get into. So I feel if Chelsea had more width, they could stretch the Leicester back 5, and then that'll create a bit more space for the Chelsea attackers to then get into and maybe get turned and get shots off. And you see here how narrow it is and how tight it is. And then here, Cole Palmer drops deep, and this is one of the only times they get forward and they play the ball into the space. And then Neto gets the ball here, he cuts inside. I think they can be a bit more creative here. They've got a pass down the outside. Now this is the one time Leicester out of their compact shape. Can you play little 1-2? Can you play down the side? But instead he snatches at a shot and doesn't get the power or the accuracy he wants on the shot.
And very quickly, you have to praise Leicester for how compact and how organised they were, really, don't you?
Yeah, I think over certainly the last few months, Leicester have conceded a lot of goals and Ruud changed it for today's game. They've gone to a back five. They were compact. They were, getting blocks. They were clearing the ball, heading the ball out, and it made it very difficult for Chelsea. So I'm sure that's something we'll see again with Leicester.
All right, the results of goal of the month to come.
You look like you enjoyed that in the final whistle. I saw you were shouting Vamos. What was the feeling after the final whistle?
Yeah, very happy. Very happy. For the main reason is because when we prepare a game, we watch as much as games possible. So we watch Leicester game under Ruud almost all the games since he arrived, and you can imagine how many games. And they play always line of 4. So they arrive here line of 5, and they change completely the plan. So all the training session that you have done and prepared the game, they go rubbish. So you need a new plan. So before the warm-up, before the player they go out, we need to give them a new plan. This is the reason why I was so happy, because the way the player adapt, that is something that from the outside you struggle probably to see or to understand, has been top, fantastic. So you have to change completely the plan, the way you want to attack and the way you want to defend. Leicester come here, line of 5. That this is something also I said to the players. In one side, it's also something that probably the other team, they start to respect us. Copenhagen, with 3 years with same manager, 2 games in 3 years with the line of 5. We played there, line of 5. So the players, they have been so good this season in the way they are adapting, fantastic. And the reason why I was so happy, I really sorry for Leicester, because I will be always thankful to them. But the reason why is for this, because they come here thinking that they can surprise us, but the player, they adapt fantastic, and this is the reason why I was so happy.
Just to be clear, did you see that in the warm-up that they had a back 5?
I don't watch warm-up, and the reason why is because sometimes they do warm-up with line of 4 and they are line of 5. It's my granddad did exactly the same. They do warm-up with line of 5 and they play line of 4. So I don't watch the warm-up. Sometimes I go out, sometimes I go inside. I don't watch the warm-up. But when you see the first 11, you can realize sometimes, and you can see that they were line of 5. And the player, they have been so good, because before the warm-up, again, guys, everything we have done in these last 2-3 days, forget about this. We have a new plan. So you have to adapt. And they have done fantastic.
Jacob?
Before the goal, there seemed to be a bit of grumbling from the fans, and your reaction when the goal went in, you seem to be calling for more positivity. And what was your general feeling about that?
No, it's very easy. This guy was with me all season last year at Leicester. Happiness are the same. It's where it is. The people, they have to understand that this is our way, our style, and this is the way we're going to play. When a team create the amount of chances we create today, you have to be happy. It's not easy. Leicester, until minute 83, they were 0-0 against Arsenal. The same thing happened against City. If you think that football is just a PlayStation and you win easy, no way. Every game is difficult. And the way the play they have done today, fantastic. We need our fans. I said, in my Instagram, I said 2 days ago, our Champions League target will be also with our fans support us. And especially when we play at home, we need them behind the players, because the spirit they showed today has been top.
There was some booing, I think, when Fernandes played a back pass. Is that unhelpful for the players to hear that? Is that potentially going to affect them?
Yeah, that's not. But the good thing is that Fernandes knows that if he doesn't play back, I will change him. If the keeper play long, I will change him. This is what we have.
Andy?
Hi, Enzo. Can I just ask about Cole Palmer as well? He's
Yeah.
had a frustrating few weeks.
Mhm.
It seemed to get even worse today with the penalty, because he's normally so deadly from the penalty spot, and then to make it even worse for him, he comes off with a few minutes ago. Can you talk us through that?
It's very easy. Cole yesterday didn't training. During the night didn't feel well, and the reason why he didn't train yesterday is because he didn't feel well. So this morning he woke up and he asked me, I want to be in the pitch because I want to help this team, this club, to play Champions League. So in the last 2 days he was completely out. Fever, I don't know if it's something I can say in English. Diarrhea.
Yes.
Can I say that?
Yep.
An Italian footballer, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So in the last 48 hours, he didn't train, and he was very bad with the fever and this kind of bad feeling. But this morning he asked to play the game, and this show how this player they want to bring this club where this club belongs to.
Is that why he went straight down the tunnel? Did he need to maybe visit
Yeah,
the
and then he was back. Yeah.
Liam.
Hi, Enzo. Can you take us through a couple of the things that you changed about the plan once you realised
Yeah.
what Leicester had set up? We saw Marco Correa overlapping today.
Yeah. The plan was Marco Correa next to Moi Caicedo as a midfielder with 3 and 2, 3 at the back with Cucurella next to Moi. But when we see them defending with the 5, we need to attack with 6. So Cucurella was higher, Christian Kunku in the pocket, Cole, Pedro, Enzo, and the other side Jadon. So we try to attack with 6. The pressing was completely different because you need to change the pressing, and the way the player they have adapt has been top. And as I said, sometimes they think to come here and surprise us, like happened already Copenhagen now, but already happened a few times this season, and they have been so good for that.
Malik.
With Mark, he's popped up with a few goals recently. I mean, when you lost Jackson, you said you needed to share the goals around. I'm not sure you would have expected it to be him, but where does that come from?
Yeah, but Mark scored already when Nico was there. Mark has something that is not difficult to find, but he's clever, he's intelligent. He scored 2 goals with that against Wolves and Brentford, and this is probably the smallest one in the team. And this show you the reason, how intelligent he is, because he is in the right position, and he's playing like attacking midfielder, and he's doing fantastic. He scored 4 or 5 goals with us. The way Pedro Neto, you have to realize we are playing without a 9. Nicolas and Mark Guiu both in deadline injury. Pedro is doing fantastic. He was running everywhere today. He was running. So this spirit is what we need and what we all need to be aware. Fans, you, us. That is what we need.
Matt.
Enzo, when you go to other clubs of rival teams around you, do you see different atmospheres from their home fans? I'm thinking at Villa, you were winning at Villa, but the Villa fans are still very loud. The Newcastle fans are very loud. And
Copenhagen.
Copenhagen. More in England, but yeah.
Yeah, in general, yeah, for sure. But in the moment that we can hear our fans, it's so nice, so good. I love.
Fans are very loud, aren't they?
Yeah, away, but even at home sometimes. It's just I completely understand when there is some negative feeling, but today, how many chances we create first half? The penalty and more chances. Second half exactly the same, and the player they were giving everything. But as I said, it's normal because they don't see in behind. On the way back to Copenhagen, 2 o'clock in the morning. The staff, we were watching Leicester game with the line of 4. We prepared session with the line of 4. And then suddenly the line of 5. So the player, you need to change that. That I can understand that from outside you struggle to see that, but it's difficult. So we changed the plan, and they are that fantastic. But for sure, as I said already, with our fans in behind, we feel so good.
But with a run-in and with fatigue coming in and things like that, you're going to need a 12th man
Exactly.
for the rest of the season.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. And it's so good feeling. It's so nice feeling when we can feel the fans in behind. But it's something that the player they mention after the game. Oh, did you hear the fans? How good between them? It's so good. So we need the fans. We need the fans. We need the fans.
2 more questions. Second row and then Jordan.
Hi Enzo. Robert Sanchez back in goal today and a clean sheet as well. How do you weigh up his performance and who can we expect to see perhaps in goal against Copenhagen?
Yeah, no, the idea is not to change keeper every game, but we changed in the past because I was thinking to give Robert some rest. Today Robert did well. The last game at home, Premier League game, we won and we were clean sheet with Philip Jorgensen. Today I played the same with Robert, and Robert did well. So it's just now we have game on Thursday. That is an important game, and we see.
Jordan.
Enzo, I know you said you were sad for Leicester, obviously 12 defeats and 13 for them now. Are you surprised by the position that they find themselves in the table, knowing what you know about the club?
Jordan, I met the best people in my life in terms of football in Leicester. the owner and the sport director. So I hope for the Leicester that they're gonna be Premier League club. I'm surprised. It's not my job. I'm not there, so I don't know. I'm thinking. I'm focused. I'm just about Chelsea. But I really feel sorry in case they are not Premier League club, because the people, they are very good people, care about you, care about the family, care about the kids. So it's so difficult to find this kind of people in football. So I hope for them, for you, to stay in the Premier League.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you.